y'all. I will say this is impromptu, but I did a video yesterday and I ain't like it, so I decided to redo it. But for those of y'all that follow my blog, my faithful few, y'all know I normally talk about things dealing with mental illness, and I chronicle my battle. Today I'm talking about something totally different. Today I want to address this self-hate within the Black community, because there seems to be a lot of it, and it has been going on for so long, centuries, that a lot of people probably don't even realize that there is some level of self-hate within themselves, because we've been brainwashed for so long into thinking that we are not attractive, it's not okay to be Black, that we try and do any and everything to distance ourselves, I'm sorry, I'm getting in the car, from being just that, Black. Two of the things that I want to address that seems to be a prevalent problem in the Black communities is hair texture and skin complexion. It seems as if those who, first of all, let me say this, I'm not going to sit here and pretend as if I didn't battle with these exact same problems and I've just been aware all of my life, like some people like to pretend to be woke when they're really still sleeping. But like the term good hair has started to bother me lately. I have been natural for, it'll be 4 years in September. I have cut my hair twice down to the brim. I have had heat damage, have had to cut the heat damage out. I'm still cutting out heat damage. I have been pregnant twice since I have gone natural, and all of my ladies who have had kids know that usually you have this glorious long hair when you're pregnant and then it falls out afterwards. So I'm currently going through postpartum shedding. All of that is to say, I have gone through it with my hair. I have been a product junkie, still trying to figure out what works for my hair and what doesn't. But I have had conversations with people and overheard conversations, seen it, whatever, and a lot of people refer to those who have wavier, more manageable hair, they call it good hair. And those of us who are a lot kinkier, we ain't got good hair. Wrong. Anyone whose hair, regardless of texture, anyone's hair that is well taken care of, it's moisturized, it's conditioned, it's not breaking off, it's not dry and brittle, that is the definition of good hair. And those who are on struggle boat like me, because I'm still cutting out heat damage and I struggle with frizz, especially now that it's summer and it's hot and humid outside. You know, you just gotta figure out what works for your hair to keep it healthy and maintained, because the same things don't work for everybody's hair. I don't even recommend products, because what works for me may not work for the person next to me, even if it looks as if we may have the same type of hair. You just gotta figure out what works for you. But sorry y'all, I got a phone call and I'm not starting over, and I have no idea where I left off at. Oh, you know what? Yes, I do. That's not true. I feel like people, a lot of us, even subconsciously, try to separate ourselves from being Black. We, like I said before, we have been brainwashed for so long that, you know, having a broader nose or fuller lips, bigger eyes, being dark skinned, having nappy hair is not attractive. So those who have the genetics that allow them to be light skinned or have hair that is looser and wavier and more manageable, they tend to point that out a lot, and a lot of people shame those who are dark skinned or who may have nappier hair, and that's not cool. You know, self-esteem in the black community is a very delicate thing, and people I know have gone through self-esteem issues because of the fact that they are dark skinned, or because of the fact that they have hair that is not as manageable. You can't jump in the shower and wet it and then just walk out and deal with your day. Those of us who are a little coarser, we don't have that luxury. We have to do a little bit more to keep our hair maintained. And even those of us who have hair like that is coarser try so many different things to try to achieve that look that is more acceptable in the natural community, and it just doesn't happen because that's not how our hair is. It's not our makeup. Deal with it. But it's so poisonous and so deeply rooted that so many people don't want to go natural just for the simple fact that they feel as if their hair is too nappy. I understand. I'm not judging anybody that gets perms, because I got perms pretty much my whole life. And the only reason why I stopped wasn't because I was just suddenly this woke individual that wanted to embrace my natural roots. I was tired of my hair falling out and being thin. I don't have thin hair, and my hair was starting to get really thin and it just didn't look attractive anymore. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to cut all this off and I'm going to start over. Let's see what this natural thing is all about. And I love it. It is a struggle. It has cost me God knows how much money, because I went through that product junkie phase. I still have products that I have found that works for me that are somewhat on the expensive side. So I try to be very conservative with my use, but that ain't what this is about. I just feel as if you should feel as if you are beautiful, men and women, regardless of your complexion, regardless of your hair texture. I really cannot stand those people that, you know, they try to do anything that they can to separate themselves from being black. Like those I got Indian in my family, folks, because we all know them, which some may legitimately have Native American roots. Many of us do. Does it really count for a lot of us? No. Let me tell you something. My great-great-grandparents on my mother's side were full-blooded Choctaw Indians, I believe, or Native Americans rather. And on my dad's side, my great-great-great-grandparents were full-blooded Blackfoot Native Americans. My mama and my daddy, they were black. My grandparents, they were black. You know what that makes me? That makes me black. Never will I go around saying I have 1/64th Blackfoot Indian in my family, because that is ridiculous. I'm black. My mother complexion is so light, I joke and say that she has the complexion of your white walls. My son just so happened to inherit her complexion. He's lighter than I am. He has that wavy curly hair that's easy to maintain, and all you gotta do is put some water and some moisturizer in it and it's good to go. Do I go around acting as if he's mixed with something? No, his daddy is as black as they come, and I'm black too. So, no. And I feel as if people who emphasize that, there's nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with embracing who you are. If you are mixed, you are mixed. It is what it is. But if you got to reach back to early 1900s to find something other than black in your family, stop. Stop it. You're black. The government says you're black. Your birth certificate probably says you're black or African American. Stop it. The hair thing. Those of you who have wavier, looser curls, or you don't really have to do much to walk outside and have the free-flowing, bouncy curls, I envy you, because your hair is so much easier to take care of than mine is. I would love to walk outside one day and not have to do a doggone thing to my head. That's not my life. However, I really feel as if it's unfortunate that those of you who belong to that, who have that type of hair, or who are light skinned, feel as if you have to make those of us who don't belong in that category feel as if we shouldn't be natural. You need to do something to your head. I couldn't walk out the house looking like that. Stop. Because you are contributing to the low self-esteem that the black community as a collective already has, because you're making it feel as if they are too black. Those of you who have preferences for light-skinned men or dark-skinned men, stop that too. There's nothing wrong with you liking what you like, but a lot of people are so superficial about that. I can't date a dark-skinned woman. Why not? You don't feel as if a dark-skinned woman is beautiful? You don't feel as if a dark-skinned man is beautiful? Let me tell you, I love my chocolate men, okay? My husband is chocolate. Do I have a preference? No. I tend to lean towards men who have darker complexions. I have even been guilty of the whole complexion thing, and I'm ashamed to admit that, because I used to say light-skinned men too pretty for me. But there is some truth to that. Even with women, a lot of women and a lot of men who are light-skinned, they tend to have this attitude that they're better than those who are dark-skinned. Stop it. There's already enough division within our communities to add one more thing. And I get it. It's been passed on through centuries that those who are light-skinned were generally treated better. They got better jobs. That's still the case today. It is unfortunate, but it's up to us to fight that and to stop it within our communities. Stop making people feel less than because they're darker, or because their hair is different from yours, or because they have broader features than you do, because they aren't slim and trim and they're thicker around the hips. And it's unnecessary. We should be embracing each other. We should be loving the fact that we are so versatile, that we come in all shapes, sizes, colors, hair types, whatever. We are so versatile that we look so many different ways, but yet we're still black. And that's all that counts. Forget the skin complexion, forget the hair. Stop shaming people for not fitting into these narrow standards that we have been brainwashed into thinking in which they should be. And I swear I wanted to make this second video shorter. I'm long-winded in case y'all ain't picked that up yet. But it needed to be said. I'm tired of it. I'm sure other people are tired of it. I used to get made fun of as a kid because my nose was big, and I hate my nose. But my lips especially. I used to get so much slack about my lips. And guess what? Here we go 10, 20 years later, and there's people who are messing their face up trying to get the kind of lips that I have. I love my lips. Let me throw on some lipstick and ombre that, and you can't tell me nothing. But anyway, that is what I wanted to address. I feel like we need to do better as a whole to uplift one another and stop making each other feel bad because of how they look, because it's so superficial. All of us gonna be in the dirt one day, and then is it gonna matter when you talked about that person that looked more black than you may have, and now they're dead and gone, and you're sitting and you're missing that person? It ain't gonna matter to you how they looked, how they wore their hair. So why does it matter now? Do something about that, folks.